Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Jeremycrazy30 Indy promotion, where superstars are trying to, gain their way to become a WWE superstar, and they're in the independent on WWE 2K25. And we are going to start off with Raw. We only have 3 episodes of our episodes before the PLE, so this also may be a very quick episode, just like the last one where it's just only the PLE, but this is like everything that's going on throughout Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and then us. So it starts the show with CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins, and CM Punk takes the win. Braun Breaker beats Ludwig Kaiser. Finn Balor, JD McDonald, the Judgment Day beat Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders. Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch beat the Kabuki Warriors. And the main event was Bayley losing to Roxanne Perez. And we go to NXT, where they are starting with Lola Vice and Thea Hale. And Thea Hale is the winner. GC Jane wins against Jada Parker. And then Noam Dar surprisingly wins over Oba Femi. Kalani Jordan winning over Tatum Paxley. And the main event is Charlie Dempsey over Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Then we come to our show. I guess Chris Danger for a promo with Carlito. And Chris Danger wins. Then we got Gallus, the tag champs of Wolfgang and Mark Coffey, with Joe Coffey in the corner, against the Good Brothers of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Akira does a promo. And then we had Karrion Kross winning against the heavyweight champion, Brandon Collins. And then we had a fatal 4-way with Brody Hunter winning against Cedric Alexander, Ralph Rufus, and Hornswoggle. The Authors of Pain beats the Tortures. And our main event is the newly acquired Angels of Wrestling with Sophia May and Marissa, that I have just literally put them in this. I created them and everything and just put them in and added them to the tag team. So now there's 3 tag teams for the women's division, and they win it right away. So that is interesting. So they have one tally to their score, and right off the bat, they possibly could be going to NXT sometime soon. If they defend the titles like 3 times, which is 6 months, because I have an event every other month, that they could be moved up. It's the criteria is if they hold it on for like 6 months, they'll be moved up, or if they lose it and get it back and they have won it twice, then they get bumped up. And so I'm going to put a tally to their thing, or put current right now. So right now within the superstars, we have current Akira that just had a promo. Ace Caveman has the mid championship. So if he holds that, then he gets bumped up to the main roster. Not like it's kind of the main roster, but he gets bumped up to the main title. And Lily has already won it once. So if she, comes back and wins it against Akira, she could get moved up. Aiden Sky has won the mid, so kind of next time he can get bumped up. And the only essentially custom superstars that haven't won a title yet is Ralph Rufus and Brody Hunter. Those 2 are the only 2 that haven't won a title yet within this indie promotion. Then we have SmackDown. Kevin Owens loses to Cody Rhodes in a promo. The second match, Uncle Howdy and Ilya Dragunov beats the MFT, Tongaloa and Tamatanga. Then we got Damian Priest winning against Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa winning against Randy Orton. And then we have Shinsuke Nakamura beating Jika Fatu. And either he has it or he's retained the United States Championship. Then we got Bad Blood. And Raquel Rodriguez either retained or gained the Intercontinental Championship against Lyra. Shinsuke Nakamura retains because he had it from literally SmackDown, so he had to defend it twice against Jimmy Uso. Third match is the Street Profits beat Tamatonga and Tongaloa. From the Bloodline, Chad Gable either gained or retains the Intercontinental Championship against Braun Breaker. Los Garza beats the Pretty Deadly tag team. The Judgment Day either wins or retains the World Tag Team Championships against the War Raiders. And Cody Rhodes retains his Undisputed Championship against Kevin Owens. Then we get bumped to Raw, where we have Dirty Dom losing to Gunther. Kabuki Warriors losing to Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch. Seth freaking Rollins winning over Sami Zayn. Jey Uso does a promo. And Bayley losing to Io Sky. Then we got NXT here. Kalani Jordan loses to Tatum Paxley. Brooks Jensen Noam Dar wins over Tony D'Angelo and Sean Spears. JC Jane beats Jada Parker. Thea Hale wins over Nikita Lyons. And Lexis King loses to Javon Evans. Bouncy. So we have the first match here. Chris Danger over Karrion Kross. Authors of Pain over the Good Brothers. Akira winning over Indy Hart, a non-title contest. Then we got Dakota Kai beating Tegan Nox. Tyler Breeze losing to Carlito. Isla Dawn losing to Gigi Dolan. And the Tortures have won the titles back. So, I got good news for that. The Tortures are now the first to move up, but I'm letting the title run happen. As soon as the title run is done, they move up to NXT. So, the tag team division has been strong within this indie promotion that the Tortures of Demon Slayer and Chuckles are qualified for NXT. Which is phenomenal. And then we go to SmackDown. We got Charlotte Flair defeating Tiffy Stratton. Then we got Candice LeRae and Nia Jax losing to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Damian Priest losing to Randy Orton. DIY winning against Los Garza. And Mission beats Chelsea Green. Alright, we're on Raw. We got Rhea Ripley winning against Bayley on Raw. Raquel winning against Valhalla and Maxine Dupree, which I think I removed Valhalla from the roster, but she ends up still coming up. But I can double check that she's removed, but no, we don't want to do that. Becky Lynch against Io Sky, or Becky Lynch over Io Sky of the Kabuki Warriors. Bronson Reed over Seth freaking Rollins. And then Jey Uso winning against CM Punk. Got Javon Evans. Javon Evans over Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Chikara Jackson, Sol Ruka losing to JC Jane and Fallon Henley. Obafemi is on a losing streak right now, and he loses to Ethan Page. Thea Hale has been on a winning streak, and she beats Lola Vice. And Tatum Paxley in the main event over Kalani Jordan. Alright. So we are simulating. Chris Danger, it loses to Baron Corbin or Bishop Dyer. Karrion Kross wins over Joe Coffey. Shotzi and Elektra Lopez over Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. The Tortures win against Authors of Pain in a non-title contest. Akira winning over Cora Jade. Tyler Breeze over Carlito in a promo. And the main event is Sonya Deville over Dakota Kai. So we got SmackDown here. Damian Priest loses to Cody Rhodes. The Fabulous Hardcore over Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Solo Sikoa over Randy Orton. Nia Jax over Piper Niven. And Charlotte Flair in a championship title match, winning over Tiffany Stratton. Alright, so I just want to see the card, but this will be the next episode. So the first match of this is a 6-superstar War Games match. Shotzi, Elektra Lopez, and Gigi Dolan against the tag team of Katana Chance and Kaden Carter with Blair Davenport. Then we got one-on-one Extreme Rules. So Aiden Sky could have a potential of being moved up to the big, the main title of the show if he were to win. Joe Coffey against Chris Danger. Brandon Collins, BDE, has his title as an Extreme Rules, has a championship match against Bishop Dyer. Tyler Breeze in a normal match against Carlito. Akira has a one-on-one with Scarlett for the championship. And a 6-man War Games match with the Final Testament against the Tortures and Brody Hunter. So we're going to look at the news on what has been happening so far. So I think the last was Akira winning. So we have Carlito came up short against a surprise opponent. The superstar will likely feel the embarrassment of his open challenge backfiring for a while. Cara entered the ring to address the audience with a huge message. The WWE Universe is all ears after hearing her bold promise to win her next match in display of dominance, and now everybody is eager to see if the champion will back up such a tall challenge. So basically, they're just waiting for her to put her money where her mouth is. Basically. And then the Angels of Wrestling, who currently have the titles right now, Sophia May and Marissa, have won the tag team championship in the first week of October. Cara failed to back up her promise and could not dominate her match. This failed attempt to capture the attention of the WWE Universe will set her back for a while, even though she is the champ. Scarlett won the cheers of the WWE Universe by stopping Akira from leaving her match, forcing the champion from taking yet another shortcut out of a scheduled match. There's little doubt that the champion will look to punish her enemy after tonight's embarrassment. So that's what caused Scarlett and her to have this rivalry. Carlito came out of his match with a win and tried to make an example out of Tyler Breeze with a career-threatening attack. Aiden Sky made the timely save and stopped the attack, likely crossing with a dangerous superstar in the process. And then Torture's winning the championship again. And once they kind of lose those tag team titles, they are able to move up to NXT. Akira's one-on-one victory took a bizarre turn after celebrating her win. Scarlett came down to ringside like a vulture and began attacking her opponent, seizing an opportunity to beat up. While she was helpless, Akira interfered and forced Scarlett out of the ring to make the save, showing compassion for her opponent while also crossing a dangerous enemy in the process. And then this last one is Carlito's time addressing the crowd was short. When Tyler Breeze confronted him in the ring, Tyler Breeze caught him off guard with a challenge to a future match, but Carlito went back down and accepted. These two superstars will face each other on their next show. So, that is all of the news, and we have one set of superstars that's going to get promoted, which is a good sign within shortly timed of this starts in April, right at WrestleMania, roughly, or May. So it starts in May, and we are currently in October. So less than a year, within almost 9 months, and there is a tag team that is going to be in NXT sometime soon. So that is cool. We will kind of look what they may be facing for NXT, if there really is anything, which kind of seems right now, and I think I have to change this because I don't think Zelina Vega, with what I've been seeing with her with Aleister Black, her husband, they're doing kind of like I wouldn't say like a Karrion Kross and Scarlett thing, but with what I've been seeing, it's kind of like with those close connections of them two together, kind of like Karrion Kross and Scarlett, but obviously it's their own thing. So that's what it kind of looks like when I see it through social media. So that's what kind of reference I have. So I don't think she's part of the Latino World Order anymore. And I don't there's literally no tag team in NXT. So honestly, they're getting moved up to SmackDown. Because the men's championships for NXT is the NXT Championship, North American Championship, and there's no tag teams in NXT. That's crazy. So I may bump them up to... Yeah, there's no tag teams in. I mean, because I kind of make it realistic, and there's like the NXT Outsiders, and I think they're all like singles, and there's no necessarily a tag team, unless if there is. I haven't really paid attention to overall, like I pay attention, but I don't watch like the every day, every week show. I usually see it through social media on what's happening, so I kind of understand what sort of storylines are happening leading up to the PLEs. And then I watch the PLEs on, Saturday or Sunday or both days whenever they're broadcasted, and see it then, and kind of seeing if the rivalry is finished or if there's Easter eggs of showing that the rivalry's continued and this is not the last, match of them wrestling or promos or anything in that regards. So, and the tag teams. Oh, there's other people. I'm going to add Andre Chase to this. Or Ethan Page, yes. Tron Evans, yes. Noam Dar, no. I'm sorry, but he's not that caliber of NXT championship. He's more of a personality and not necessarily a wrestler. I mean, he wrestles and stuff like that, but he doesn't go for like the main title. And I haven't seen him on WWE in a long time. When they had the squad of 4, when it was, I think, Lash, BFAB, then Oro Mensah, that is no longer with the company, and then him. And that was it. So, I don't know if creative-wise they don't have anything for him. Or, Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, they go at it with each other, but, I mean, I guess there's really no, Josh Briggs is, popularity-wise, he's more, put over. Tony D'Angelo is on that. Javon Evans, is kind of in between. He's in both. But yet they also have to have some for the North American Championship. Unless if I bring some of the people back to fill in those spots, because obviously it's WWE 2K25, and whoever was on the roster like previous before, the cuts and everything are still on here, but because Lexus King is North American, even though we all know he can be NXT caliber, but it's within storylines and everything that's what the title he goes after. So Josh Briggs is for that. Then we're gonna edit this and put Kommander, Andre Chase, all that good. Stacks goes all the way down to 5. There's no tag team. So honestly, if I were to call them up, they literally win the tag team division. So that being said, Cara Jackson. Is there even a NXT Women's? And everyone else is for the North American Championship. You're out. You're out. You're out. Lola Vice, you're for this. And I haven't seen her on any TV show, so I'm putting her back as North American. So that's that. They are the NXT Tag Team Champions. So now we're going to edit JC Jane, Tatum. I don't know if and Soruga. Thea Hale. She's more of a North American. Connie Jordan is TNA right now. Cara Jackson. I'll do that. Divisions. So there's no men's tag. Should probably there's no tag for NXT, so yeah, they will be bumped up to SmackDown then. If NXT is they have no tag teams, because I think it was like Chase University, so it would have been Hudson and Andre Chase, and that's about it. Because Andre Chase and Duke Hudson, then probably Adonis and someone else. But they're no longer, like, I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. And then Cedric's no longer. Carmelo Hayes got bumped up because I think he was on NXT when this was made. And everything else, but I am going to relinquish the tag titles for or vacate them. Move champion, because they are on SmackDown. Oh, is. Then where did Is it because she's on Raw? And the titles are on SmackDown? Aren't the titles also on Raw? Okay. Okay. There's really no women's tag teams either. So, luckily on my indie promotion that I have that Angels of Wrestling that they've won the first time. So they may give them a run for their money then. So yeah, I'm just trying to make this a little bit longer of an episode. So they're back to being champions because, you know, it was just that PLA and just trying to straighten things out that there is no tag teams and literally it would be, oh hey, let's give the Tortures the NXT tags and stuff like that, and maybe I have to create more like custom, you know, superstar tag teams, and that is fine with me. That can work. So we have currently on the custom superstars Cara, who is the current champion, and if she can hold on the championship for, you know, a few more months, meaning 4 more months, then she will get bumped up to NXT. And if she loses to Lily also can get bumped up to NXT. Tortures, they've already won it twice, so they're getting bumped up to SmackDown because there is no tag team in NXT, so it's pointless. Might as well give them the competition and go up to SmackDown. Angels of Wrestling just breaking in to the indie promotion, like literally created them and put them in right away before me recording this episode, and they come out and win the title. And then we got Ace Caveman, who continues to have the mid card, and Aiden Sky's the first one to have that title for at least 4 months, I think it was. So he's got a tally to his score too as well. So the only people that haven't had a title is Ralph Rufus and Brody Hunter. Those are the other 2 remaining that still need a chance at a title. And who knows? It takes people sometimes longer than others. So overall, hopefully you enjoy this episode and have a good one.